So in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can use ContextForge directly inside Cursor. In the past few videos, I have showed you how you can set up everything up. Now let's see how to actually use it in real time. So let's get started and use it in real time. So first of all, you just need to open the Cursor app, and once you open the Cursor, just go to settings and see if your MCP server is connected here. Like you can see it here, ContextForge MCP is now connected. And once your MCP is connected, now you just need to open the Cursor chat side. You can see it on my right side of screen. You can see here. Once you open this, just enter this, link this project with ContextForge and send it. Once you send this is like a one-time setup to link your project with ContextForge. You are basically telling Cursor to link this project with ContextForge. This scopes the memory to specify this code base. Now we need to create a file called cursorrules. All you need to do is just click on this file button, and here we need to create a new file. So now we need to create a cursorrules file. We will just click on this new file button and we will just paste this cursorrules, and inside cursorrules all you have to do is you just have to paste this. Let me show you what text exactly you need to paste this. All you need to do, just copy this text from description box below, or you can find it on ContextForge website. So this is the complete prompt that you need to paste inside cursorrules. Then you just need to save this. So as you can see, we have created a cursor.files in root of your project. This basically tells Cursors how it should use the memory tools automatically. So after you do this, whenever you mention things like your backend architecture, dependencies, or project setup, Cursor will automatically save that context using ContextForge memory. Now let's type a prompt like our backend is Supabase. So first let's click on this run button to let it run, and I'm going to type that our backend is Supabase, and we will just send this. Once you send this, let me show you what it do, and then we will ask the question from it so that we can see if it's responding right or not. So I will just run this first. And everything is now done. You can see Supabase backend noted plus saved. And to confirm this, I just opened a new chat and asked it what backend are we using, and after doing research and pulling out content from ContextForge, it says you are using Supabase as the backend hosting service. You only need to say it once and Cursor remember it across sessions for this project. This makes Cursor feel way more like an actual AI developer instead of just a chatbot. Try it yourself, let me know what do you think, and I will put recent videos on ContextForge in description box so you can check that out how to set it up. I will meet you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.